morning, welcome, and thank you everyone for coming for our nature club meeting for this week.
It's okay.
So for this week, we are going to discuss and decide on the best activity that can be conducted throughout our nature week later. So shall we start with you, Sam?
Sure. Thanks, Amy, for asking me such a good question. Referring to Amy's question, she's asking about the best activity that can be conducted throughout the nature week. As for me, I think the best activity that can be conducted is by tree planting activities. Tree planting activities is a great way to increase student interest in their local environment as well as achieving their academic goals. When students planting a tree, they develop their knowledge and appreciate the nature more. As we know that tree has a lot of benefits, such as it helps to improve our air quality by absorbing some airborne compound that could be harmful to us, and as a result, it gives us oxygen throughout the process of photosynthesis. Yeah, just like our lesson yesterday in our biology class.
Yeah.
Okay, spending time around tree and nature also can make us healthier and improve our students' academics performance. In addition, I think that when we planting a tree together, it helps us to create a strong bond between the students throughout the activity. As in UPM, we do concern much about agriculture, as it is a must subject to take throughout our academic. Yeah, it's true, right?
Yes.
It's a complementary to take the subject. So, by doing such a place activity, we can apply back those knowledge we learn in class into practical. But some people don't always go for theory. Sometimes theory is kind of boring, and it's more the lessons going to be more fun when we can apply it. So I think that we should take this time to develop our knowledge about agriculture, because it's such a precious offer, I think. I also think that by planting a tree, we can. It's not just giving the benefits to human, but it's also a benefit to the wildlife, which makes trees as their habitat. I think planting a tree, no doubt that planting a tree is the best activity for agricultural students like me, because I love trees so much, and I love to see green things around. So planting a green tree will help. How about you, P? How do you think?
I totally agree with your statement. By tree planting to reduce the air temperature by release all the heat energy, so that our environment will be cooled down. In my opinion, I think that the best activity that can be conducted by members throughout the Nature Week is organizing a trip to national park. This is because we can know a variety of flora and fauna while we visit to the national park. For example, we can gain knowledge about the rules and functions of flora and fauna to our environment and surroundings. We also could gain new experience while we have such activity. This is due to there are many activities that we can conduct during our visit to the national park. For example, jungle trekking, flying fox, and so on. So jungle trekking is the greatest and the fastest way for us to get close to the nature. We can experience the real beauty of nature and gain opportunity of a lifetime to marvel at the real flora and fauna. It's such as a good experience for all the members, because we can explore the large green forest with the mystery that surrounds the jungle. Not only that, I also think that Organizing a trip to the national park can raise awareness of the members about the importance of protecting the flora and fauna. This is because nowadays there are many human activities which can destroy the habitat of flora and fauna. For example, deforestation, illegal logging, and so on. So, by organizing such trip, members can get to know the importance of the flora and fauna to us by maintain the balance of ecosystem. So I think that organizing a trip to national park is the best activity that we can conduct throughout the Nature Week. How do you think?
I think we could go to camping trip to forest reserve.
Wow, great
Because I
idea.
think like we can gain experience because we can get through the forest and we can gain knowledge too. Because as you know, students right now they love to play with gadgets like phones and
sure.
iPad, tablets. So then their lack of knowledge about nature, about what we can eat and on and so on.
They are too lifeless.
Yes. So they couldn't appreciate nature. So by doing this, we also can make them realize that the importance about nature. Without nature, it's like an incomplete life. As you know, trees help us to have a good surrounding by produce oxygen and okay. And it also helps us to survive in complex situation like we don't have we lack of food, so then we can get the food through the trees. Yeah, I think that's all. How about you?
In my opinion, I think we can conduct the recycling day activities for our Nature Week.
Wow.
As what we know, recycling is basically about 3R, which is reduce, reuse, and recycle. So to reduce is just to decrease the amount of waste products produced by us, and to reuse is just to reuse something that have been used before to be another use of it, and to recycle is to turn it into something else that can be useful for us. So I guess the main reason I think recycling day is the best activities to be conducted is because these activities is quite light activities, but may give us a big effect for our nature. One of the benefits of the Nature Week is that we can reduce the amount of waste so that we may reduce the greenhouse gases emissions contributes to the global climate changes. And lastly, I guess it is also believed that recycling day is the most suitable one as it does not cost us any cents. So everyone can contribute to our activities so that our activities will be more enjoyable for everyone and applicable for everyone. So I guess there's no reason for anyone not to join our activities for this week. Recycling takes a little effort on the part of you, but it's make a big difference for the nature.
Wow, for sure.
So Sam, shall we end our meeting now?
Yeah, but before that, I think that we seem to have a lot of ideas and activities. We seem to have a lot of ideas and activity from each person, but we only have to decide. We have to decide only one activity to be selected for our Nature Week. Personally, I think I believe that every of our points is good. Our activities is like very awesome. I believe that tree planting, going to national park, camping,
And recycling.
and recycling, all of these four activities give lots of benefits to the nature as well as to the students. But in my opinion, I think that going to a camping trip in a forest reserve will be the best, the most best thing, activity to be conducted throughout the week. This is because by going to a camp, we can indirectly do those other activities that we have mentioned earlier, such as in that camp as well, we can plant a tree, we can have some visit to our view to the flora and fauna, as well as doing the recycling things there. We also can save our time as well as our cost. For sure, as a student, money is the most important thing to be concerned. Because money is everything. Everything needs money, but money is not everything. So how about you, T, Najwa, and Amy? How do you think? Do you think that's a good idea?
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
I agree with you.
Yeah, so I think that we already decide the best activities to be conducted during our nature week. So we are going to go for a visit to the camping to the reserve forest. Camping site.
The
Okay.
camping site. Well, for sure, see you later. Thank you so much for giving us such a good commitment. See you guys around. Bye bye.
You're welcome. Bye.